Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Primitive Truck Camping. It's about 6:45 in the evening. It's beautiful out. There's a nice sunset over there through the trees. Ron's behind me. You probably remember him from some other videos. Anyway, we are out driving through the Withlacoochee forest and we are looking for a camping spot. It's going to be myself, Ron, and a couple co-workers. We're going to go out here and cook and have a nice big fire. It's pretty warm. It's about 88 degrees. But look at this. That is zoomed in all the way. There's the Withlacoochee River right there. And there's 471. But other than that, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's no named roads, I should say. A couple minutes ago, there was 4 turkeys ahead of me. Other than that, I've heard some owls. They're out already. But other than that, I've seen no deer, no turtles or anything. But just look at the sunset. It's amazing. I really like this part of the forest. It doesn't really matter what time of the year we come or how often. We see the most wildlife on this 3-mile drive to the campsite than I do in any other part of any forest in Florida. Now, I've only been back here a couple times since Hurricane Irma came. It was closed for, I want to say like 6 months after Hurricane Irma, but it's cleaned up really nice. Luckily, it's really dry, so we don't have to worry about going through any deep water crossings or anything. One of my co-workers should be back here already, and oddly enough, he has a Tacoma as well. So I'll have 3 Tacomas, a 1st gen, a 2nd gen, and a 3rd gen. So we're gonna be camping on the Withlacoochee River. Unfortunately, it's hot. 2 days ago, it was probably about 60 degrees, but that's how Florida is. So as much as we don't want a fire, I'm gonna start one as soon as we get there just to try and smoke out the mosquitoes and keep them away. But other than that, it should cool off pretty nicely by about 2 o'clock in the morning probably. So here's the setup for cooking tonight. I mounted an LED light on top of my rack in the back, so lights up the kitchen area really nice, so we can set a propane stove there, prepare food and everything. Got the Timbo tusk right here. Ron's truck's right there in the dark. We're gonna light that up in a second to prepare some potatoes for homemade french fries. Over here we have a ton of firewood. Ron started a fire over there, so it's starting to go. It's smoking nice, keeping the mosquitoes away. Well, Chef Ron, what is for dinner tonight?
All right, so tonight we're going to prepare up some New York strip steaks. I'm going to make some homemade french fries. And for added protein, we're going to add a new spice that I haven't used before, and it's called All These Bugs That Are in My Eye. In my eye.
So we literally left our campsite because we had to find a grill. And we ended up finding one actually, but it's in this kind of grassy field area. And the bugs are ridiculous in this grass. But here's our grill.
We got running. We've got 2 candles running.
Yeah, you can see it's actually a legit, really nice grill. But here I am with a Lucy light trying to light stuff up for the GoPro. And Ron's got a headlamp. We have 2 citronella candles burning, trying to keep the flies away. But we got some salt going on. We brought some ever so famous Everglades seasoning. I want to introduce you to my friend Jack and his other friend Coke. So if this video turns out really horrible, then that's probably the reason why. So what else is for dinner besides, I think we got the potatoes and steak before the bugs attacked.
Okay, we also have some macaroni and cheese. Steaks are looking pretty good. Okay, so what we're making here is we're making some French fries. What we did was we sliced up some full whole potatoes. We soaked them in water for a couple hour and a half to soak out some of the starches. And we covered them up in some Everglades seasoning and some oil, and now we're just kind of frying them up.
Now we left the steaks on the other grill. We raised the grate on the grill up to the highest setting so we can just keep the steak warm. So if we return and a raccoon took that steak, this video is going to take a violent turn to raccoon hunting, just to let you know. So no raccoon is going to be safe within 3 miles of this campsite. So we have some good news. Ron went and got the steaks off the grill and they were still there. It doesn't look like anything chewed through the tin foil, so there shouldn't be any rabies in it.
That we're aware of. Is there no more potatoes left?
There's a whole plate.
Yeah, there should be another plate.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, I was like,
I'm probably gonna fill up on steak, to be honest with you, because that's some pretty big steaks that you got.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
They're what, like 14 ounce?
Looks Oktoberfest.
yeah, I got like one left in my cooler. They're pretty good.
He had two.
Oh man.
He turned the camera on. It's like, no, don't go to another piece. You gonna let that one beat you?
Yeah, this isn't gonna get edited out because everybody needs to know the truth.
He's mean enough to do it too.
And in corner one, we have Ron, who grew up on a tree farm, splitting wood.
All right, round two.
Today's video is brought to you by Miller Lite. Real men of legend.
Jeez.
What are those old commercials? Real men of genius. Today we salute you, Ron. Mr. Axe Thrower. Or Axe Slinger.
I can do that too.
So it's about, I don't know, 8:45 in the morning. Last night was a long night. I think we went to bed at like 5 o'clock this morning. But we are primitive camping, so we have a waffle maker plugged into the power inverter. Ron's making waffles. And over here we have some sausage patties on the Schmimbo Schmusk. This was Ron's accommodation last night. Other than the mosquitoes buzzing, was it really hot last night?
No, it wasn't actually too. It wasn't bad at all.
It's about 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Ron and I are just out exploring in the Withlacoochee forest. Hopefully we see some deer. I see deer every time I come out here, but unfortunately the camera's always off. So I'm sure as soon as I turn this camera off, I'm probably gonna see like 2 or 3. But anyway, you're probably wondering why this video is titled Parting Ways. And that's basically, this camping trip was basically just a fun trip celebrating me getting a new job. A lot of the guys that camp tonight and that are in my camping videos regularly, we're all co-workers, so I've been at the same job for 12 years. I started when I was 18 years old, so it's kind of a big deal to me to just up and quit. So I will be quitting, and November 5th I start my new job, so I won't be seeing these guys at all anymore, other than just hanging out outside of work. So it's gonna be exciting. Hopefully I can convince them and they come over and start working with me and we get on the same schedule and we can start camping videos again. But other than that, it is a beautiful day out here in the forest. It is hot. It was hot last night. It didn't cool off like it normally does, but it's already 88, 89 degrees and it's only 11 o'clock, so Ron and I are gonna try and find some little primitive campsites. You can't just camp anywhere out here. You have to camp in certain areas and stuff, but we're gonna find some places just to go during the day when it's nice and cool and set up the hammocks and cook out lunch and stuff like that. So whenever you pass through 471 or Highway 50, you're going through the Green Swamp or Richlam, in fact, you have to stop at the Richlam General Store. It is really neat inside. Everything inside is to the era of, man, I really don't remember what year. What year does it say on that? 1922. So they have the original 1928. So they have the original cash register and all kinds of stuff in there. It's all original. It's really neat. So make sure you stop in and buy something. I got a frosty root beer and then locally made honey, which is fantastic. Ron's is drinking a watermelon. What is it? Craft soda. It's watermelon. What does it taste like? Is it good?
It's actually pretty good. It's actually not too sweet.
Again, thank you everybody that follows my channel and watches all these videos. And if there's a video you particularly like, feel free to share it on social media, on Facebook or anything. It's greatly appreciated. It doesn't cost you anything. So until the next camping trip, thanks for watching.